Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Be aware when using ATM and gas pumps at local convenience stores as well as elsewhere. A scam alert has been issued by Sulphur Springs Police Chief Jay Sanders. Sanders says Sulphur Springs Police and Hopkins County deputies were examining ATM machines and gas pumps across the city and county on Thursday. A number of skimmers have been placed on local machines, he stated. Sanders said that when using the machines, before placing your credit card into the machine, shake the scanner to be sure that it is intact and a skimmer has not been put in place. He also said that some scam artists are taking the front off gas pumps and placing the skimmer inside the machine. A number of skimmers have been located Thursday by local law enforcement, and the public is asked to be aware when using credit cards at ATM and gas pumps. Sulphur Springs Independent School District stated Wednesday that an employee was arrested, the individual no longer employed by the district, and the matter turned over to local police. Sarah Frazier, age 36, now a former math teacher at Sulphur Springs Middle School, was arrested for possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, more than 1 gram but less than 4 grams in a drug-free zone, a felony 3. Sulphur Springs Independent School District Resource Officer Norman Sanders was advised that Frazier had advised Assistant Superintendent Josh Williams that she had a controlled substance in her bag. She gave the substance to Williams, and Sanders searched her bag. Following her book-in at Hopkins County Jail, it was found that Frazier had an outstanding warrant for theft of property by check, more than $100 but less than $750, a misdemeanor. She is now in Hopkins County Jail on those 2 charges. Her bond has been set at $31,000. Flags across Texas and the United States are flying at half-staff. April 6th, a proclamation by the President of the United States and Governor Greg Abbott requests the action in respect for the memory of former U.S. Senator, NASA astronaut, and Navy aviator John Glenn. Here's Don Julian with sports.
10 members of the Wildcats soccer team were named to the all-district team recently selected by the district's coaches, and 4 Wildcats made the first team: senior forward Chris Espinoza, junior midfielder Angel Tavera, senior defender Ignacio Orozco, and junior goalkeeper Rafael Lopez. Making the second team were senior forward Gerardo Ariano, senior midfielder Hob Escobar, and senior defender Brian Roque. Making honorable mention all-district were senior defender Daniel Sosa, junior midfielder DJ Abram, and senior midfielder David Gutierrez. The Wildcats, coached by Nicky Wiggins in his first year as head coach, finished 4th in district, made the playoffs, and lost to Lovejoy in a by-district game. And Lovejoy is still playing. The Lady Cats golf team finished 4th at the 2-day district golf tournament at Rockwall Golf and Athletic Club on Monday and Tuesday. We get more on the Lady Cats from Coach Whitney Spigner.
First day, it was a beautiful day, no wind, nothing. It was a great day for golf, sunshine and all that. It was a little rough day both days for us. First day, Alyssa Sotelo, she tied her record best with a 99. She had never shot better than that, and she actually shot 99 earlier this year, and that ties her best. Morgan Landers shot a 104. Alyssa Underwood, she shot a 120, and then Emma Lane, she shot a 132. Those other ones, they were not pleased with their scores, and they know that they can do better, and they did a little bit better overall. We did as a team 2 strokes worse. We shot a 455, I think, the first day, and a 457 the second day. Alyssa Sotelo, she came back with a 101, so those 2 scores are her 2 lowest that she did all year. So she went out with a bang. She's our senior, and she did the best that she has done all year long. Morgan Landers, our sophomore, she shot a 110 the second day. She was not pleased with that, especially after shooting 85 and a couple 90s earlier in the year. And then Alyssa Underwood, she shot a 121, which was 1 stroke worse than the first day. And then Emma Lane shot a 125, which was 8 strokes better than the first day. She did a lot of improvement. Overall, we took 4th out of the district, and Pine Tree was a solid team, and T-Howe was a solid team. They both qualified for regionals. So unfortunately, our season is over due to that, but we'll come back and get them next year.
What is the outlook? You'll lose one senior, so you'll have the rest of your girls coming back,
Yes.
including Charlie Potts, who injured.
Yes.
And then some youngsters you're looking at.
Yeah, we do have word that there's a few youngsters that will come in. I know of one next year. She'll come in and hopefully add to that team, and we'll keep a 5. Hopefully Charlie can come back and be healed up with her ankle. But yeah, that's good to have a 5-some and then have 4 of them that are returning. It's nice to have that, some experience at these tournaments, because freshmen come in and they're very freaked out, and it's a lot to take in finally getting into a tournament.
Now, you were a really, really good player. What's it like
Thank
coaching?
You. It's different because I'm dying to play because I've been in that position. I know how fun it is, but the one thing that does help me is I know when they do play bad, I know the struggle of that. And I've had some bad tournaments. I've had some good tournaments. So I can see both sides to that, sitting on the sidelines is kind of hard, though. But if I can't be out there playing, I'd rather be there watching for sure. So I've thoroughly enjoyed this first year.
I bet you remember the good ones better than the bad ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was a terrible golfer, but I remember that one shot where the ball went straight and landed on the green, close, and all that. That's what you remember.
Oh, yeah. I remember shooting my lowest high school round. It was a 74. Don't remember exactly what course. I know it was towards the Metroplex, but I remember the layout of it and the course. But I just remember just being on fire. And I couldn't miss anything, and that was awesome.
Again this summer, the Sulphur Springs ISD will be offering sports camps. The EDGE conditioning program for high school and middle school athletes will begin June 12th. We get more from Sulphur Springs Athletic Director Greg Owens.
We've posted a schedule. Be honest with you, I've sent it out to I've sent it to the media guys, and I've also sent it to all the people in our district. Don't know if it's posted on our website yet, but it is out, and we've kind of planned some dates, so it'll be just like the years past. We're doing EDGE a little bit different. Last year we did something unique just for middle schoolers. We only let them come for 4 weeks, and we're kind of doing the same thing with them. And then we're going to do the high school. We're going to do the 4-week period, but then we're going to take a week or 2 off and then come back again because our summer is so long and stretched out, and we only have 6 weeks with them in EDGE. Now, we can leave the weight room open longer than that, and they can free lift, but as far as us instructing them on fitness and running and conditioning and those things, we only have 6 weeks. So we're trying to figure out, is it better to front, the back end? So experimental year for us really on breaking the thing up. So we don't want to lose too much interest of them and not getting that habit and that routine. But we'll work through all that. But we still have everything else going. We kind of kicked the summer off with baseball and softball hitting camps. Them doing their things. Girls basketball, soccer, volleyball's in the end of June. Boys basketball is kind of at the beginning of July, and then August the 1st, we've kind of backed the football camp up just a little bit because we're starting later. So August the 1 through 3, and also that same time period's tennis. So football and tennis are at the very beginning of August, right before we all kick up. So those things are a little bit different, and again, it's just kind of a weird year and a weird summer, and with school ending earlier than it has, and us starting a little bit earlier too, with school year this next year. Things are a little bit different. So we're shaking things up a little bit, and we'll see how it works out. But like you said, if we can get the dates out there enough for people quick enough, because they are calling and asking, so we're giving them some dates as they do call and plan their summer trips around those things, and we'll go from there.
It should be on the website at some point. I'm sure the newspaper will have a.
Yeah, I just hadn't checked it. It's been really busy spring, as well as you know. I mean, we're in all the district stuff right now. We got baseball and softball every Tuesday and Friday. We're doing district track and tennis and golf, and so I don't know which way I'm coming or going right now. My truck's full of clothes and for all kinds of weather and wind and rain and all those things. Headed today to the middle school track meet and here right after lunch, and we're going to help run that thing off and get those kids going and So yeah, here in a couple of weeks it'll really die down just a little bit, and you'll think, what's going on? Y'all be hunting, knocking on my door, looking for stories. So,
There you go.
but it's that kind of stuff. But we're excited about the way our spring has gone. Really excited about baseball and softball right now, the success they're having, and how competitive our track teams are right now. They're doing a super job of getting after it, and so it's good stuff. We've had good soccer seasons. Going through all those things. So it's been a very productive year for us in our spring, and a busy spring. And again, it was fun watching our kids golfers compete the other day. The boys missing out one stroke from winning district championship, and to watch them compete for that, and at the same time watch them hurt for that, knowing how much they invested and how close they really were. He said, well, that's a bad thing, but it's neat to see. Those kids, it means something to them. I watched our kids at tennis yesterday in Texarkana compete. That was fun to watch, and our kids watching them compete and get excited about it. Those things were exciting to see our kids putting a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of effort in those things, and it means something to them. And it also is fun to watch their peers that watch them compete and cheer for them. So it's been a good time, and we're not done with it yet. And so we still have a month here to go, month and a half, I guess. To go, which is going to still be a very busy time for us.
Any merchants helping you out with having a schedule if people can want to go to a certain merchant or something for the schedule on camps? Or
Not really. I mean, sometimes we've kind of gone most of the camp stuff. Really, as long as you have the schedule, you can come to us and sign up. Now, sometimes we'll go to Fieldhouse Sports and do those things, but we've also started posting on site. They can click on that sport or the camps, and they can click on there when those coaches get caught up. It's not there yet, but print off the forms, and have those things right there in the hands and just bring them when they come to the camp. I know it's hard for people to plan ahead. You'd love to know how many's coming to camp so you can get your stuff, but it's just so hard in today's time. So we allow walk-ups and to come and get it, and so we've got pretty good deals worked out with people in town. So our camp shirts are ready. So usually on the first day, we know who's here, how many shirts we need, and the people we do business with as far as T-shirts go, they can print those up and have them ready to use them in 2 days, and that way we can take our pictures, our camps, and everybody gets the stuff they need. So it doesn't put you in a bind on guessing for what size shirts, and you have the right stuff, and you just kind of adjust as a coach based on your numbers.
And most coaches are really happy to see ones that just show up the day of if
Yeah.
they get there early. And
I mean, the whole reason we have camps is to expose our kids to our programs, to give them more skill level, to do those things, and just to see them be active, involved, and getting to meet them at a young age. We want them involved and enjoying it and having fun, and that's the big thing in our camps. Teach them some skills, but let's have a good time doing it, and let's enjoy the experience together. So those things are good and fun for us too.
it looked like pretty good starting date on the 12th for the Edge and for the weight room. And
Yeah. Edge is June the 12th. That's when we begin there again. We'll go 4 weeks, and I think here we take a week or two off. And crank back up again. I think 2 weeks off. Then we go Edge Phase 2 with the high school kids only. So I think it's a 2-week break in there for them. So if they need to take a vacation, again, we're giving this stuff to our athletes. Haven't done it yet, but we will here in about a week and a half. I'll give every one of those a calendar that they can take home too. So but this is really, besides the Edge, this is for the younger kids. This is for middle school and down. Because our other kids can't come to our camp. So we'll try to post that as much as we can and get the information out.
All right. We can just dream of summer at this point, but we've got a lot of exciting spring left.
We still got a lot of spring. Yeah, you guys are pushing me too hard here. So, yeah, we still got a lot to go and a lot of excitement, and a second half of baseball to go, and softball's in the middle of the mix right here and competing and trying to go win a championship as well. So there's a lot of stuff happening.
It seems once one road in Sulphur Springs is completed with construction, another one starts. The work that had been being done on Bill Bradford Road has finally been completed this past month, and now as you drive around town you can see a lot of new construction on roads. The construction is mainly focused on fixing up the potholes, it looks like, and damages in the road. But you can also see there are some efforts towards laying down new asphalt to make the road more appealing to the eyes, even adding cement to make for a smoother ride. There is construction on a few new places in town as well, including a new fast food Mexican restaurant next to Domino's and Starbucks. Deconstruction of a previous building that stood in the future restaurant's place is in the works, but there is no doubt that will not take long and construction will begin as soon as possible. There's also construction on a not-so-new place in town on Park Drive. The Tropical Snow snow cone stand, although not new, has moved the location of their stand to right across the street next to Autolube. They have set their stand up and a little fence surrounding the front half of the stand, and have had construction workers out there to help remove the curb and place 2 driveways in front of it. We hope all the construction will take a fairly short amount of time and will be nice additions to our little town. I'm Elijah from KSST Channel 18 News.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.